here, and we are getting started with our 1:30 Seal and Sea Lion program. So I encourage you to come on over, maybe take a quick look behind you in case there are younger, smaller visitors who aren't able to see, and lift them up in case they're standing behind. But we are getting started with our program here. And so let me introduce you to the trainers and the animals who are joining us here today. We have 4 trainers. We have Kristen and Leo working over with the 2 male Harbour Seals. Their names are Hermes and Finch. And we have Nigel and Charlotte over here working with the 2 female stellar sea lions. And their names are Ashby and Rogue. So let's give them all a warm round of applause here today. Now I asked before, but I don't think that you were really participating at that point. You're going to this time. How many people have seen seals or sea lions out in the ocean here off the coast of the ocean? That looks a lot better. Yeah, these are animals that we do get a chance to see quite often. And we do have seals and sea lions off of our coast, but the animals here at the Vancouver Aquarium, they are very unique, but they're also helping us to solve a mystery. Well, here in Vancouver and in British Columbia, we have 2 different species of sea lions. One of the species is a California sea lion. They're a bit smaller than the female stellar sea lions that you see here. And they make that barking noise that you think of when you think of sea lions, that arf, 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 arf. Well, stellar sea lions are a lot larger animals, and they make quite a different noise than California sea lions do. And there you go. That burping noise. But if you're kids, I encourage you to practice on your drive home today. It's fun. It's a good one. We also have Harbour Seals. But you might be wondering, what's the difference between these animals? Well, seals and sea lions, they are both part of the pinniped group. Pinniped means fin or feather-footed mammals. And if you look at them, there are a few different things you can look for when you see these animals out in the ocean. And first, you see them up on the rocks, you'll notice a difference. So if you look over at the seals there, the way that they're moving, they're like little sausages. They don't stand up the way that we see sea lions stand here. When seals move, they inchworm along the ground. And this inchworms, this has got a very good word. In fact, it's one of my favorite words in the English language. It's called galumping. Seals galump along on land. Whereas sea lions are much more nimble, as you can see from the females here. They're able to stand up on their front flippers, and they're very powerful animals. So they're much more nimble on land, as you can see here. That's one difference between seals and sea lions. Another one is the way that they swim. They're both very powerful. Seals, when they're swimming, they use their back flippers. And they move their back flippers side to side in order to move forward, the same way that fish do when they're swimming. Whereas sea lions are using those powerful front flippers that we saw on land to literally push themselves through the water. And stellar sea lions are very fast. They can go up to 27 kilometers or about 19 miles per hour in the water. But a lot of the time when we see these animals, we might just get a chance to see their heads bobbing in the water. Now this actually is a very good way to tell whether you're looking at a seal or a sea lion. Because if you look very closely at the heads of these animals, you'll notice one difference. And that difference is their ears. If you look for sea lions, you'll notice that they have external ear flaps on the sides of their heads. So if you see those ear flaps, you know you're looking at a sea lion. With seals, they have ears, but they don't have the external ear flaps. They just have little pinpricks sort of behind their eyes. So that's one way, just see the head in the water, that you'll be able to tell whether you're looking at a seal or a sea lion. Now, the seals and sea lions here, they do have things in common too. They're carnivores. They eat meat, in fact, mostly fish, and they're opportunistic hunters. So they'll eat the fish that they find in front of them. For stellar sea lions, this is one of the problems that they're facing, because we found that there's been a decline in the stellar sea lion population here off of our coast. And so the girls here are helping us with research to learn more about why stellar sea lions are in decline. Mostly we're doing nutritional studies with them to learn more about what they're eating and how much energy they get from those fish that they're finding. And in order to do this research, We couldn't do it without the help of the trainers. They're out here every single day working with these animals. And to tell us a little bit about what it's like to work with the sea lions, I'm going to pass the microphone over to Nigel.
All right, thanks, Stacey. So this afternoon I'm working with Rogue. This afternoon, Rogue here is a 13-year-old female stellar sea lion who I've had the privilege of working with since she was about a week old. Excuse me. Now in that 13 years that I've been working with Rogue, I spent a lot of time working on my relationship with her. Does anybody know how you establish a good relationship with a sea lion? I heard it. Feed them. That's right. We use this food in a manner known as positive reinforcement in order to train the animals to do the behaviors that we want to see. Now those behaviors fall into three main categories. We have our research behaviors, which we use to collect all our data. We then have what we call husbandry or healthcare behaviors. So Rogue here can show me her teeth. She can show me her flippers. I can even ask her to lie down, roll over to show me her belly. Good. And these are all behaviors I use to make sure she's healthy on the outside. I also have her trained for blood collection so I can make sure she's healthy on the inside. And if there are any problems, we have full-time veterinary staff here to take care of it. We then have a third group of behaviors. We call them our fun, silly behaviors. Things like sticking out their tongues. Good. Vocalizing. Good. And even leaping. Now, while these behaviors don't seem terribly important, they do serve one very important function, and that is mental stimulation. We're always coming up with new behaviors to train our animals just to keep them thinking. Back to you, Stacey.
Thanks, Nigel. So like Nigel said, we do get the opportunity to do research here, and the research that we've been doing is in collaboration with several other institutions, including the University of British Columbia. So we wanted to learn about why these animals are in decline, but while we've been doing this research, we've learned a lot about the animals out in the ocean too. And one thing that we've learned is that a lot of them are in distress. In fact, there's a big problem out there with marine debris. Has anybody here heard of marine debris before? It's basically garbage in the ocean. It comes in sizes up to shipping containers down to microplastics. And with that, there's a lot of plastic straps that are out there, those packing straps that we find when we order things online or get things from the store. Those plastic strips are causing loops. Well, for animals like seals and sea lions, they get those loops caught around their neck when they're young and then grow into them. There's approximately 400 animals off our coast that are trapped in these plastic packing strips and abandoned fishing weir. And so here at the Vancouver Aquarium, our veterinary team has been heading out in order to help these animals, finding them, tranquilizing them, and then being able to remove those plastic straps. I encourage you to help us out too. Look for your recycling or your garbage every time that you're about to throw something out. If it forms a loop, cut it. That's one very easy way that you're able to help out the animals, like the stellar sea lions and Harbour Seals here and their counterparts out in the ocean. You've helped us out by coming to the Vancouver Aquarium as well. Every dollar you spend here goes right back into the research and rescue programs like the ones here and ones that help out their counterparts out in the ocean. So hopefully you've learned a little bit more about seals and sea lions here today. On behalf of myself, the trainers, and of course the seals and the sea lions, I'd like to thank you very much for coming to the Vancouver Aquarium and to today's Seal and Sea Lion program. Thanks.
And the one right here.
Once again, thank you so much for coming to today's Seal and Sea Lion program and to the Vancouver Aquarium. My name is Stacey. If you have any questions about seals or sea lions, just feel free to come over and chat with me. I'd love to chat with you. Otherwise, if you're looking for another program, at 2 o'clock is going to be the next Beluga and Porpoise program. That'll be happening over on the Canada's Arctic deck. So other than that, hope you have a great day and thanks for coming to the Vancouver Aquarium.
No,